Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So about a week ago, I bought a John boat off of Facebook Marketplace. I did a short video, got it for $1,000, and then after that, ended up buying a bass boat, a Ranger bass boat. So I don't need the John boat. So I decided to flip it. So one of the things I was going to do was to add a bunch of upgrades, get the thing ready to fish. And one of the things you got to do if you're going to flip a boat is have it ready to go. When they pick it up, they could take it straight to the lake, ready to go, ready to fish. And that's what I did with the John boat. So I'm going to start off by showing you the video of right when I got it, of showing off the boat as I got it, the day I got it about a week ago. You know, I've been in the market. I've been looking around for a good deal to buy a bass boat. And before, you know, there's some videos on my other channel, Mike's World, at Mike's World 1, where I had a 10-foot John boat. It was a low 1040. And I've kind of been in the market lately to buy a brand new bass boat or a good used one. So I've been looking around. I've been keeping my eye on Facebook Marketplace. And although I didn't buy a bass boat, I found a deal I just couldn't pass up. And so now I bought this today. I just got home with it. This is Alumacraft. This is a 10-foot John boat, and it came with a trolling motor, battery, outboard motor, everything. And the price was unbelievable. I got all of this for $1,000. So let me walk you through what's here, what it comes with, the shape it's in. I did run it through the car wash before shooting this video and tell you what it's missing, what I've got to work on. And yeah, you'll stick around because once I get everything done on this boat, we're going to get it out on the water and I'm going to bring you guys along for that trip. So let me show you this boat. So it's a Alumacraft 10-foot John boat. It does come on a Yacht Club trailer. I believe this was a jet ski trailer. So it's pretty good shape. It's a 2019, comes with a couple life jackets. We got a couple of seats that are, you know, mounted on there with those brackets. Came with the bumper. I got two anchors actually came with it. It came with this hang eye outboard motor. Looks like they did replace the pull thing. They gave me the extra one that also comes with it. I'm going to have to get a transom saver. Both lights were broken off, so it's going to need some lights on the trailer. And it looks like those wooden boards, running boards, I'm going to have to put some marine carpet onto those. And on this motor, what it looks like is back here where there's the pin where you can prop this up and move this up. There's one on one side. There should be two. Should be one on that side. It's missing. And then right here, the clamp where you tighten this down, this one's missing one, so I'm going to have to replace that as well. Motor looks brand new, almost brand new. So it's a 3.5 horsepower. It does, you know, you had the tie downs with it. The tires look to be in really good shape. I don't know about the bearings. I pulled it, it was an hour away. I had to go to get it. Pulled fine, seemed like it was perfectly fine pulling it up here. I did have a boat similar to this size before. It also comes with almost brand new Minn Kota trolling motor. So it's a 30-pound thrust. Right now it's set to be put on the back, but what I'm going to do is you take this screw off, flip this thing around, and you can flip it around so that it can mount up here in the front. Probably going to put some kind of a metal clamp here for the trolling motor to fit on because I do want this to be in the front. Also came with this battery case with a battery. When I bought it, I didn't look at the battery. I got home, I looked at it, and it's kind of an older battery, Super Start. I will have to get a battery charger. He said this is fully charged, but I didn't get any kind of a charger with it, so I'll have to go pick one of those up. Most of the stuff I'll probably order off of Amazon, and once I do, I will let you guys know. And there will be in future videos a link in the description of everything that I buy for this boat in case you find yourself wanting to pick up something similar. But you know, 2 anchors, everything on this boat. I can tell you that right now, if you were to piece this together, you can get these jet ski trailers used right now for about $500 to $700. This boat brand new is about $1,500. That motor brand new, probably about $600, $400 to $600 on Amazon. Trolling motor, $129 brand new. Battery, it's probably not worth anything, but if I buy a new battery, it's $100. These seats and everything, these seats and pedestals, about $50 a piece, you know, and then you have the anchors and everything. So for $1,000, it's a hell of a good deal. I'm going to probably sand down and paint the trailer black, maybe. and I'm going to clean this boat up. This is a temporary boat to get me to Thanksgiving or to get me to the winter when I can buy a brand new bass boat. Just saving the money because I want to pay cash for it. So, but this will get me through. I can take the kids fishing, and then we'll get this thing all fixed up, and then I'll be putting this on the market probably next spring and selling it. So, and taking that money and putting into the new boat. So, but really, really fun. Glad to have this boat. All right, guys. Well, it's been a week later, and the John boat is done. So I'm going to walk you through here everything I did with this boat, what I've done to it. You know, I paid $1,000 for it. I plan to sell it for $2,500. I had one almost identical to this several years back. I sold it for $2,500. Prices have gone up since then. I could probably even get more than that, but we're going to ask for $2,500. Let me walk you through and show you everything I did here on this John boat. All right, so it's an Alumina Craft 10-foot John boat on a 12-foot trailer, and you can see it looks a lot different than when I first got it when it had nothing on it. So let me show you everything that I did, starting with safety. Safety is extremely important. So I started off this, the first thing I did was added these LED submersible tail lights. They're all completely rewired, all new wiring through this square tube trailer, and they are extremely bright. They work really well. And let me show you what I did differently with the connections. So both sets of lights, I used these waterproof connectors. I made sure to use these so that if a light would break or something would happen, easily disconnect. You can add another waterproof connector to a new light and put new lights on here. Or if you want to change lights, everything's right there. You don't have to cut and splice wires. You're good to go. I did that on both sides, and I did it in the front. Let me show you that. All right, so what I did here is I have the wires coming out of the trailer here. We've got this short little piece of plastic hose covering up the lights, because what I did was everything has these connectors. And what you can do is, what that allows is you can change out this plug anytime you want. Now this is a 7 to 4 pin adapter, but it does have the 4. I bought this really, really nice, let me zoom out. I bought this really, really nice connector. I didn't use the one that came with it. So it's a wire harness. And so it's got those waterproof connectors, but you can change this out anytime you want. And then at first I thought my trailer or my plug on my truck wasn't working right. So I ended up buying this 7-blade to 4 connector as an adapter. This works really well, and it's a lot easier to plug it in and out of the truck than using the 4-pin. And the 4-pin just connects to the adapter like so, and then you can use the 7-pin in your truck. So this is really nice, very long piece wire harness, so can reach any truck. The other thing I added, I had an extra one laying around, is this jack. So the trailer originally did not have a jack on it, so I bolted this one to it. It still doesn't get it up to ball level on the truck, but you put a block under it or something like that. But it's still nice to have that rather than having the trailer tongue sitting directly on the ground. The other thing was the safety chains. The underneath bracket was all broken off, and the chains wouldn't even reach my truck when I first towed it. Fixed all that. Safety chains ready to go. Wire harness, jack, all that is ready to go. And as far as the lights go, these marker lights here, they are part of that light kit. They are LED, and they are submersible and waterproof. So added that to the trailer. So from there, let's go ahead and start at the front of the boat. It did come with this 30-pound Minn Kota trolling motor, but one of the things I added was this easy mount to the front of the John boat. Basically allows you to mount your trolling motor to the front. It has a bracket here, so it mounts perfectly to a rail on a John boat. It's made for the John boat, and it's easily, you can take it on and off easily with your trolling motor. But this is excellent and a quick way to be able to add a trolling motor to the bow of your boat. Up front, we've got a navigation light that's mounted on here. Now, these navigation lights are not hardwired. They actually run on AAA batteries. You just screw the top off, put your batteries in. You twist down here for on and off. But got a nav light in the front and a nav light in the back. I'm going to show that to you. So this is the rear nav light. It's got a pole that's mounted here. It has a pin. You just pull the pin and you can take it off. You can store it, do whatever you want. But the great thing that I like about this with this light pole, as soon as I find, there we go back in there. The great thing I like about this, the light pops off here at the top. You can leave the pole. The trailer is so short that with my truck, when I'm pulling it, I can't see the boat in my side mirrors or rear view mirror. But if you have your pole, especially when you're backing your trailer, either at the house or backing in the lake, leave the pole on, gives you a point of reference when you're backing up. The light also can pop off right here. Again, this one run on AAA batteries. You just twist right here to turn it on, and you have a navigation light. So I didn't really want to have to run wires to batteries and things like that. These are a simple solution for navigation. Moving back up front to the trolling motor, I added this extension arm right here. And the reason I did that was because this thing can extend all the way out. You can control your trolling motor. And if you're sitting at the seat right here, then you don't have to get up to keep running your trolling motor. With the trolling motor down, this thing extended, you can sit in the seat, control your trolling motor if you want to sit down and fish. The boat does come with 2 anchors. I don't have them currently tied, and also I rigged this bumper, so all you have to do is just flip it over the side and it's ready to go, and when you don't want to use it, or you just flip it back over. So kind of stays that way. It doesn't hang straight down like a lot of bumpers, but it does protect the side of your boat when you're going up to the dock. The boat has 2 folding seats for people. The rear one swivels. They are on these clamps on the benches. This one does not swivel. It's kind of in place, but still a good place to sit down. They are the seats that came with it. They're a little bit dirty, but still working and in pretty good shape. Moving on to the back of the boat, it does come with a paddle in case the motors were to break down and you need to paddle away. 2 basic life jackets to keep you legal, just in case you need those. There's also a brand new plug in the back of the boat. I found that the plug fits best on the inside rather than on the outside, so I keep it there. And then in addition, on the other side, mounted to the back of the bench, is a brand new fire extinguisher right here. So you need to have that just in case you were to have an emergency. 2 rod holders attached to the bench seats. You can stagger the rods. They fit perfectly. It holds up to 4, and you can position them front to back or back to front so that if you're sitting in the front, easily access to your fishing poles. The boat originally came with 1 cleat in the front left side of the boat. I've installed 3 more. So now the boat has cleats, 2 at the front, 2 in the back, so that you can easily tie up to any dock and secure your boat. You can also attach a kayak if you want to tow around as well. The back of the boat has the Hangei 3.5 horsepower engine attached to the transom, a new transom saver installed so you can leave the motor installed on the boat and keep it protected as you travel up and down the road. It won't bounce around, won't damage your transom. And finally, the boat does come with a trolling motor battery, the battery box, and this Noco single unit charger. It's a trickle charger, but you plug this in, you can leave it plugged in. Obviously, you can see a solid green light. This thing, now it's pulsating, but that means it's like 98%. So this thing, the battery is also ready to go to the lake and run that trolling motor. So yeah, it's ready to go. If you'd like to pick up any of the items you've seen in this video, there are links in the description so you can go pick up those items. Overall, I think this is a great quality buy. I think it's a great value, and I think somebody's really going to be happy with this John boat. All right, guys, so that's a look at the Alumacraft 10-foot John boat on a 12-foot trailer. Picked it up for $1,000, was not ready to go, needed lights, needed a bunch of stuff. Within a week, I got it ready to go. You could literally bring your fishing poles in your truck, pull up, hook this thing up, throw your poles in this boat, pull it straight to the lake or anywhere you're ready to fish. It's tagged and ready through 2027 in the state of Oklahoma. It has everything you need to get right out on the water. I've shown you all the accessories, but I had a boat like this similar in the past, a low 1040. I sold it for $2,500. That's what I'm going to ask for this, and I sold that before inflation and all that stuff. So I don't think I'll have a problem getting $2,500 out of this, but you tell me what you think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, like the video, and get into comments. Tell me, am I asking too much? Am I not asking enough? You know, I bought it for $1,000. I've got about $400 to $500 in it, so I'm hoping to sell it for $25 and make a profit. So we'll see how that goes. But hey, I really appreciate everybody who's taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you next time right here on Big Mike's Outdoors.